This, the Retro Game Room! Hello everyone and welcome to the final episode of the Let's Play of Story Mode in SD Hiryu no Ken Densetsu. This is it. This is the final episode. You have made it. I am leaving you with a special gift from the bottom of my heart at the end of this episode because I love this series so much and I'm very glad you guys have been watching it through. And I thank all of you who have been watching the Let's Play of SD Hiryu no Ken Densetsu. So until then, enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the host of the tournament, the one and only, the great Fuzufu! Alright, let's banish him once and for all. Alright, how'd you like my Shin Hiryu no Ken? You're still alive? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me! Crap. Well, it seems that Fuzufu is Shin Ryumao, or in other words, True Ryumao. Or, if you translate Ryumao, that means True Dragon Demon King. So Ryuhi does what he does with every Tusk Soldier, and then Ryumao does a red flash. Alright, so after a small chat, you get on with the actual battle, and all it is he has super armor and he's just incredibly powerful. Otherwise, this is pretty easy. Just don't leave yourself too open, and you'll be okay. Get hit by super, consider yourself dead. Get thrown, consider half your life gone. So jump in and out a lot, probably. And now Ryuhi's gonna finish the job. And then the last thing he says is, Itsatsu Hiryu no Ken, which means ultimate technique, flying dragon. Oh, well that's a pretty lame way to die. Clearly that signifies we are not done yet. So Ryuhi passes out and then he wakes up. Clearly, no one really knows what happened besides Ryuhi, Hayato, and Minmin. And if you made the addition of Red Falcon and Master Wan. So Ryuhi and Minmin and Hayato are most likely being congratulated for their success. I'm sure behind the scenes Minmin and Hayato were in the losers bracket or runner-up and whatnot. Aside from that, you know, they give props to everyone else most likely. Masked Man, the Iron Legs, and the Zangief guy. I forgot his name already. Khan, his name's Khan. And of course, Daddy and Weiler. I mean, Wolf and Weiler. Oh, and Weiler and Shoryu, the Masked Man, also join Ryuhi on his journey when he has to fight Ryumao again on the second Hiryu no Ken for NES, I think. So, I'm not sure about that, but I do know that Wan is telling Ryuhi to come to the Dragon Shrine. Why? Because apparently the mandala isn't necessarily complete yet, and Ryumao is still alive. Or still must be sealed away. So now Ryuhi has to engage his final task, in which he must fight a flame version of himself, a wind version of himself, a thunder version of himself, and a water version of himself, or an ice version, if you may. And of course, these elements all represent what elements in the game? Your status. So obviously the flame guy must be power, like physical strength. The wind guy must be throwing. The thunder guy must be projectiles and projectile defense. And the ice guy must be physical defense and throwing defense. And now on to the most difficult battle of story mode. You have to fight all 4 of them, and it's survival style, so you keep your health through every match. Therefore, you gotta not take a lot of hits, or you're just gonna have it really tough on yourself. And the Ryuhis don't actually fight like you, necessarily. They have their own moveset based on other characters. As long as you don't take a combo from Flame Ryuhi, you'll be okay for the next matches. So try to just beat it flawlessly, in other words. Like that. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you what happens when you're fighting Ice Ryuhi and you don't think to use projectiles. You hardly do any damage to this guy at all. Look at that. I'm going to use a Shin Hiryu no Ken. No damage, like hardly any damage, just 1 damage per hit. I don't know how high his defense stat is, but I gave myself, quite a bit of strength, so I'm not really sure. But, the point is to actually use projectile moves and whatnot, like this. That actually does a good amount of damage, at least. Not the best, but it's better. However, you want to get the Fatal Mark. Always go for the Fatal Mark. That's the easiest way to beat these guys. Alright, on to Thunder Ryuhi. Do not take a projectile from this guy at all, or you will regret it. So, since he's Thunder type, that means he has projectile defense, as demonstrated. Aside from that though, all you just gotta do is rely on comboing him a lot, because obviously there's no better way. Maybe throwing would do well, but I didn't increase my throwing at all, so I wouldn't do much. And I just missed a Fatal Mark, so now I'm really gonna take a long time. Oh yeah, by the way, I like playing this song on my saxophone. Maybe my 3rd or 4th, maybe 2nd favorite song to play. It's a really nice theme. So I'll just demonstrate my throwing power isn't enough, and we're gonna finish the oh my god, I'm gonna get hit. Well, he doesn't do that much damage at least. Now on to probably the most dangerous Ryuhi, because if you think about it, if you stay even close to this guy, aside from getting hit, you could also get thrown. And throwing is the last thing you want from a Wind Ryuhi who plays like Hayato. Oh, and just as a reminder, don't throw a lot of punches. Unless you want to know the 6 ways to break an arm. Alright, let's try to fight with these odds then. As you know, the Hiryu no Ken knocks a person into the air and then he comes back and hits them. That's not the case with this battle, and I'll show you that it's not a glitch or anything. It's the enemy himself. Now just stay there so I can Hadouken spam you. Hadouken spam for the win. So after completing his trial, I guess the spirits go inside the mandala. And you have to go on to the final battle of the game, in which you must fight Ryumao. What's funny is Ryumao isn't shown at all in the conversation scene, so technically he just randomly appears, or probably Ryuhi goes to seek him out. Otherwise, this battle is incredibly easy. I'm guessing the mandala got rid of his power. However, he's still pretty strong. Alright, now how about we finish him with our favorite move? So, now you're gonna see my special gift from me to you. I hope you enjoy.
As life unfolds in front of me, take a closer look up at the stars and I will see a journey lies before me now, and I must make the path somehow. I can't deny it, I must go forward, searching for the truth and strength that lies so deep within, trusting only instinct, letting fate become your friend. Throw away the scars and pain and learn to see the stars again. Though my heart is weary, I must keep going. It's a battle of a war that's never ending, but a fighter must be strong and always willing to stand up for what is righteous, and that is the key. 'Cause it's a hot, wild vision, a warrior on a mission, over and passion, I'm yearning for the wisdom. Hot, wild vision, there's no more indecision. I'm not clear how to find what I've been seeking.
This video recording production was brought to you by Vizd Shogun Gamer. And don't forget to check out Vizd.com, the retro game room. Play retro classic games online for free.